These 13 female correctional officers faced tragic fates no one deserves while performing their duties in male prisons. Elizabeth Sturdivant. On August 12, 2015, Captain Elizabeth Sturdivant, a correctional officer at Rikers Island, suffered severe injuries after inmate Jesse Blount attacked her as she issued him an infraction for assaulting another inmate. Blount repeatedly punched Sturdivant in the face, and despite her using pepper spray, she sustained a severe hematoma and black eyes. Adria Adamczyk. Officer Adria Adamczyk of Mid-State Correctional Facility in Marcy, New York, suffered a vicious attack by inmate Ulterique Witherspoon on November 18, 2021. Witherspoon punched and kicked her after she instructed him to take a shower, resulting in a broken nose, cuts, bruises, and a concussion. Adamczyk required reconstructive surgery and 70 stitches. Tymir Bay Foster. On April 7, 2024, at Rikers Island, inmate Tymir Bay Foster, locked up for murder, attacked a female corrections officer because she locked his cell door. Foster confronted her, punched her in the face, and caused her head to strike a wall, resulting in facial fractures and a deep cut requiring stitches. Solano Jail. In 2023, Derek Edward Dunlap Jr., a Solano County Jail inmate, pleaded no contest to the 2020 assault of a female corrections officer. The inmate waited for the officer to have her back turned to him when he ran directly at her and grabbed her throat. Dunlap received 3 years for the assault. Montana Prison. In June 2024, Montana State Prison inmates Bradley Crisman and Michael Spell kidnapped a female correctional officer. Both inmates allegedly forced the officer into a cell, then shut the cell door and attempted to sexually assault her. Luckily, other corrections officers responded to the scene and were able to subdue both criminals. HMP Norwich. Outside HMP Norwich, on January 25, 2025, tragedy struck when 26-year-old Sam Morrison attacked a female prison officer while she was leaving work. Though rushed to the hospital and later discharged, reports stated the officer will be off for a long time in the future. Morrison later faced charges, including grievous bodily harm. Shirley Prison. On Tuesday, February 11, 2020, no one anticipated that Shirley Prison inmate Souza Baranowski would assault a female correction officer in one of the prison's restrictive housing units. Per reports, Baranowski forcibly grabbed the officer while trying to secure the food slot. Thankfully, she was able to pull free before much damage was done. Mid-State Facility. At Mid-State Correctional Facility, 32-year-old sex offender Chaz Robinson, serving 5 years in prison, groped and attacked a female officer before fleeing to a dormitory bathroom where fellow inmates and officers apprehended him. Medics took the officer, who sustained bruises and abrasions, to a local urgent care where doctors treated and released her. Central Prison. In a gruesome incident at Central New York Prison, a 32-year-old inmate violently assaulted an officer who questioned him of bad behavior. The inmate hit her multiple times in the face and head, knocked her to the ground, and kicked her in the head and face, leaving her with a broken nose and cuts. October Attack. A Thursday, October 24, 2017, incident left an unnamed female corrections officer at the North Carolina Correctional Institution for Women with non-life-threatening injuries after an inmate attacked and injured her. Not much detail about the attack was shared. However, the officer was transported to an outside hospital where doctors treated her. Ferguson Unit. This security footage from Thursday, March 14, 2024, captured the moment an inmate at the Jim Ferguson Unit in Midway, Texas, attacked a female corrections officer inside the prison infirmary. The surveillance video, which went viral on social media, showed the inmate pummeling the officer before other staff intervened to restrain him. Brisbane Prison. Australia's Brisbane female prison descended into chaos in October 2013 when a convicted sex offender brutally beat up a 67-year-old female officer who caught him smoking in the kitchen. Before officers stopped him, the inmate repeatedly punched and knocked the woman to the ground as she fought back, leaving her with a facial fracture. HMP Littlehey. Enter 28-year-old convicted sex offender Liam McCarthy, who grabbed an officer by the throat and barricaded her in his cell at HMP Littlehey in Cambridgeshire on January 9, 2018. Charged with false imprisonment and actual bodily harm, McCarthy pleaded guilty to both crimes, receiving an additional 2 years and 8 months prison sentence.